Hold on to your hats, folks, because this story kicks off in a remote Chinese village, think yak butter tea and questionable Wi-Fi. Our hero, nursing some seriously nasty injuries, wakes up all blurry-eyed, unsure if he's dreaming or, well, more dreaming. Reality is a bit of a cocktail right now, a heady mix of truth and hazy memories. He's grappling with his past life, a mission gone sideways, and the urgent need to keep his noodle clear. 6 months back, this guy, Lin Kai, a drug courier, no less, was working for the big boss, Qing Yi, with his trusty sidekick, Yao Bin, orchestrating the whole shebang. Lin Kai's assignment? Smuggling illicit goodies to Nanang. Picture this, he arrives at a warehouse, finds a poker game in full swing, Qing Yi dishes out the roots, and bam! Lin Kai's off to Nanang. Everyone's getting their marching orders, couriers prepping for their own wild rides, and the adventure really begins. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Yao Bin and Lin Kai, cruising in their respective chariots, Lin Kai tailing Yao Bin like a loyal puppy, until they hit the main crossroads and went their separate ways. Now, Lin Kai, to fight the boredom of the lonely mountain drive, cranks up the tunes. But just as he's vibing to the beat, bam! Police checkpoint. They pull him over, find some ahem surprises stashed behind his spare tire, drugs. A scuffle ensues, Lin Kai, not one to be trifled with, wins the fight, grabs his contraband and then, in a move worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster, rams a cop car and floors it. A high-octane chase through treacherous mountain roads unfolds. Lin Kai's car cornered. Lin Kai, facing a police ambush, pulls a move so crazy, it's practically a cartoon. He floors it, sends his car careening off a cliff, and poof! Vanishes. Captain Wong Bu, not amused. 2 wrecked police cars, injured officers, and a meticulously planned arrest gone sideways? He's seeing red. Meanwhile, Chung's business is tanking thanks to this mess. He's screaming at Yao Bin, the guy who messed up the plan, assigning Lin Kai to that route. Yao Bin's in deep doo-doo, so Chung needs a scapegoat. But wait, back at Chung's, guess who's casually slurping noodles? Lin Kai, gun in hand. She asks. Kai, wanting a bigger paycheck, mind you. Returned the drugs to Chi. She, relieved, smiled. Lin Kai had potential. Then, bam, old abandoned building, Captain Le Jiangguo, Chinese metro major crimes, and who's he meeting? Lin Kai, turns out, undercover cop. Top secret mission, only a handful knew. Lin Kai's mission? Bust the source, Chung Yi's supplier. Captain Lee urged him on, almost there. Remember when Lin Kai volunteered? Tough decision for the captain, knowing Lin Kai had to ditch his badge for this. Forget your boring, everyday life. This is Lin Kai, a gangster, a drug dealer, the OG drug dealer. But this ain't your typical gangster story. Haunted by losing his mom, this guy's on a mission of righteous revenge, a one-man crusade against the whole rotten drug game. He becomes Chung Yi's shadow, his right-hand man, tagging along everywhere, even to shady gambling dens. Chung Yi, totally oblivious, introduces Lin Kai as his top money collector. Smart move, right? Lin Kai earns Chung Yi's complete trust, getting the inside scoop on everything and everyone. Then bam, he's shown the drug packaging facility. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Our hero's sniffing out the real source, the motherlode. Meanwhile, poor Yao Bin, he's Chung Yi's patsy, totally set up. Cornered by the cops, this guy puts up one heck of a fight, but, well, let's just say it doesn't end well for Yao Bin. The story's far from over. Whoa, Lin Kai, our man, wasn't just sightseeing. While a showdown brewed, he was busy, handing out cash, charming Chung Yi's shady crew, and becoming a one-man intelligence agency. Names, times, places, he meticulously documented everything, feeding intel to Captain Lianga. Forget James Bond, this guy's a numbers-crunching, drug-busting superhero. Even the low-level thugs loved him, way more generous than that grump Yao Bin. But even super sleuths have their downtime. One night, haunted by his past, ring ring, it's Chung Yi. Next thing you know, they're at a paper factory. Then bam, the trunk pops open, stacks and stacks of cash. Money laundering in broad daylight. This ain't your grandpappy's paper mill. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. So, the gangsters were smuggling cash, cleverly disguised, naturally, and slipped it past the police like a greased piglet. Chungi got the all clear, a green light to his little rendezvous. He ropes Lin Kai into the adventure, and off they zoom, border bound. They arrive at a factory, seemingly innocent recycled paper, but wait. Another convoy pulls up, and bam! Surprise! It's a trap. Chung A and Captain Wong cooked up this beautiful sting, SWAT teams ready to pounce, a thrilling operation to catch the big fish, Luo Dongfeng. Out steps Luo Dongfeng, and Chungi, smooth as silk, introduces Lin Kai as a replacement. More cash, more goods. Luo Dongfeng's all for it, but with a catch, of course. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Chuni, the ever-efficient sleuth, was already on the case when his boss demanded a certain someone be found. Luo Dongfeng, meanwhile, was busy counting serious cash, 26 bundles of it. All meticulously packaged, of course, in recycled paper, classy. Captain Wongbo, ever the observant chap, watched it all unfold like a movie, gathering evidence. Then bam! Lin Kai spots the connection. Those logs? Drug stash. It's a perfect setup. Suddenly, police cars are swarming the area. Luo Dongfeng flips his lead, convinced Chung he double-crossed him. His guys are ready to rumble, but Lin Kai steps in just as the police storm the scene. Talk about perfect timing. Luo Dongfeng makes a run for it, but the cops are hot on his tail. His goons get collared before they can even blink, and the whole crazy operation crumbles. Hold on to your hats, folks. Lin Kai, our undercover man, makes a daring escape. He's gone. Zipping away in a car after a wild shootout where Luo Dongfeng takes a bullet, ouch, but still manages to chuck a grenade. Lin Kai, never one to back down, speeds to the rescue, grubbing his wounded buddy. A high-speed chase? You bet. They narrowly dodge a speeding train, like something out of an action movie. Luo Dongfeng, still suspicious, and with a gun pointed at Lin Kai, barks orders and uses a satellite phone. Seriously, this guy's got style. Finally, they hit a lake, a watery border crossing near China and Thailand. Dawn breaks as they swim to freedom. Talk about a thrilling escape. Bam! Lin Kai's lights went out, someone whacked him. Next thing he knows, he's blindfolded and tied up, whisked across the border to Thailand. Meanwhile, a frantic young woman's calling her father, spilling the beans about Luo Dongfeng's epic fail. No drugs, no money, but they nabbed one of Chung's goons. Poor Lin Kai's left on the ground, a trussed up package. Then, dramatic music swells, a convoy rolls up, and out steps the Eagle, China's top dog in the illegal goods game. Eagle's in a tizzy, grilling Lin Kai about Chung, screaming about stolen loot and a betrayed deal with the Yunli city cops. This ain't good. Eagle, convinced Chuni ratted them out, a total betrayal. Pointed a gun at Lin Kai, playing a ridiculously dangerous game of Russian roulette. But Lin Kai, ice cold, no fear. Eagle, totally blown away by his guts, asks the guy's name. Then, bam, mission change. Luo Dongfeng's going back to Yunli with Lin Kai and a certain sassy young lady named Xingu. Results are expected, no pressure. And the next day, they're off to China. Meanwhile, back in Yunli, Captain Wongbo's throwing a victory party, boasting about busting the biggest drug ring ever, and dramatically burning the evidence. But wait, was Captain Wongbo? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is one wild ride. Unbeknownst to our sneaky friend Lin Kai, Captain Li Jianguo had his eagle eyes on him from Central Police Headquarters. Li's team was on high alert, watching WBO like hawks. Meanwhile, Lin Kai and his crew hit the Yunli market, hunting for a certain Mr. Chun. He finds a druggy pal, who's about to have a heart attack seeing Lin Kai. Rumors of his capture are flying. But Lin Kai is a master of disguise, a ninja of deception. Quick as a flash, a note slips into the guy's pocket, a casual punch throws off suspicion, and bam, the guy's phone is in Lin Kai's hands, dialing Captain Li's super secret line. Li, realizing the genius plan unfolding, dishes the dirt on Chun's location and starts tracking that phone. But oh, Luo Dongfeng and Xingu, those meddling kids, drag Lin Kai away before he can finish his super spy mission. Still, with Captain Li's intel, Lin Kai is one step closer. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Chung-yi, snatched right off the street, spilled the beans under duress, forced to cooperate with the cops or rot in jail. Luo Dongfeng, not one to take no for an answer, wanted names, and bam, Wangbu's the fall guy. Turns out, Wangbu was a greedy rat, pocketing the cash and drugs. But Luo Dongfeng, a master of manipulation, had Chung-yi set a trap. Picture this, an old, creepy building, glass shards crunching underfoot, Chung-yi and Wangbu, facing off, their ill-gotten gains vanished like smoke. Then, boom, Luo Dongfeng arrives, confession in hand, threatening to expose Wangbu and squash his career flatter than a pancake. The ultimate showdown. The ultimate betrayal. His cash? Gone. His drugs? Poof. Wangbu, bless his cotton socks, reluctantly agreed to cooperate, after Luo Dongfeng threatened to leak some very compromising recordings. Dongfeng, thinking he was so smart, then ordered a hit on Lin Kai. Big mistake. Lin Kai, he's like a ninja assassin courier. He wiped out Dongfeng's goons, leaving only Ching Shu and the boss himself. Lin Kai, effortlessly, takes down Dongfeng. Gun to Ching Shu's head, he needs that satellite phone. He calls Eagle, whose jaw probably hit the floor when he heard a lowly courier had become the king of this mess. And the best part? Lin Kai's got the money and the drugs. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Lin Kai, our resourceful hero, outsmarts everyone. He plants a message, delaying the mission while he loads up a truck, drugs, money, the whole shebang. Xia Bei, apprehended. Captain Lee's got him. Then, bam, Lin Kai meets Eagle, and the look on Eagle's face? Priceless. Eagle's thinking, money and drugs, freedom guaranteed. But Lin Kai, he's got bigger fish to fry. He pulls a fast one, acting all ambitious, talking big business, China market expansion, the works. Eagle's hooked. Lin Kai's charm? Irresistible. He's practically painting a picture of untold riches. Now that's how you negotiate. Chun's deaths? Eagle's jaw hit the floor. Lin Kai's grasp of the operation? Mind-blowing. Then, the kicker, Lin Kai's fee for joining? Returning the loot. Eagle, surprisingly, was sold. Weapon handover? Check. But bam! Suddenly, Luo Dongfeng's lights were out, courtesy of Eagle's swift justice. Poor Feng, too many strikes and he's out. Then wham! Lin Kai's down, cold, and tied up. A bucket of ice-cold reality, and he's awake. Eagle, this meticulous, wonderfully suspicious gangster, starts twisting the screws. Who sent you? He demands. Lin Kai? He laughs. Just here to get rich, baby. He chuckles, daring Eagle to prove him wrong. But Eagle wasn't buying it. The torture continued, testing Lin Kai's everything. Hold on to your hats, folks. Resilience. Captain Lin Guo, a real powerhouse, barges into Wangbu's hospital room, demanding cooperation, asserting his authority. Meanwhile, Eagle, in a surprising twist, decides Lin Kai's gone alive. So, Lin Kai gets patched up, but with a catch. Daily doses of a mysterious drug turn him into a dependent. Villagers, bless their hearts, keep the supply going. Fully hooked, Lin Kai is then led, blindfolded, mind you, through a bustling market, to a stunning reveal. Eagle's built a whole new life on the city outskirts, schools, shelters, free grub. The kids adore him. Healthy and surprisingly chipper, Lin Kai is seated before Eagle. The big question is, what does Lin Kai want? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Lin Kai, ever the ambitious one, throws down the gauntlet, demanding Chung-yi's distribution crown in Yunli, and he's offering a 50-50 split. Eagle, initially skeptical, was cleverly playing a long game. Turns out, Lin Kai's recovery involved a little persuasion, a special drug, the key to Eagle's control. Imagine Lin Kai's fury realizing his addiction. Mission critical, yet he's battling withdrawal. The dude's a warrior fighting two enemies, the competition and his own body. Then, blindfolded and hauled to the factory, he's secretly scribbling notes, a desperate attempt to map his escape from this wild ride. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Trapped by addiction, our man's in agony, a total wreck. Pain's got him by the throat, but he fights back, a desperate struggle against his own body. Then, hallucinations, his poor mom, a comforting vision in his weakened state, but it's actually Ching Shu, playing nurse, a little too helpful. Next morning, busted. Ching Shu's found his map, the little sneak. She gives him a warning, but holds back on telling Eagle, suspicious. Then, bam, he's kidnapped to this mega drug empire, no signal, just acres of evil plants transforming into, well, you get the picture. Whoa, Lin Kai's jaw hit the floor. Eagle's drug empire? More like a drug galaxy. He feigned amazement, of course. A few days later, bam, Lin Kai's shipped off to Yunli to run Chingy's old turf. He's got Captain Le Jiangguo breathing down his neck, but sneaky Lin Kai sends a secret tap-tap message, entering China, let's connect. Then, poof, Le Jiangguo vanishes. Meanwhile, poor Wang Bu's caught. Liang was using him to grease Eagle's wheels, getting permits, making the drug flow a smooth river of, well, you know. Eagle's laughing all the way to the gold bank. He's trading his dirty cash for shiny gold bars, while Lin Kai's just getting started. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Chong Wai's goons? Managed, baby, managed. Captain Lianga kept those slippery eels under his watchful eye, all while our hero, Lin Kai, and the Eagle gang were enjoying a well-deserved hotel snooze, until the bam of knockout gas. 2 goons later, and Lin Kai splashed awake, by none other than Captain Lianga, looking a tad worried about Lin Kai's state. Should they call it off? Lin Kai? Absolutely not. This guy's hooked, mad as a hornet, furious that Lianga even considered it. The intensity, the drama, all that struggle for nothing? After hearing Lin Kai's fiery tale of success infiltrating Chong Wai's operation, Lianga, bless his heart, caved. A little more time. Consider the mission extended. Whoa, Eagle's crew, based in some seriously off-the-grid village, is using a GPS jammer. No internet, no comms, total blackout. Only Eagle and his inner circle have satellite phones. Then bam, Lin Kai drops the bomb. The syndicate boss, Lo, is Eagle. Captain Liang Yuo's jaw hits the floor. Turns out, 10 years ago, he was hunting an eagle, same mission, different day. Their convoy blew up, everyone died except Lianga. He's the sole survivor of a near miss. Now his new mission? Find Eagle's real HQ. Success means a massive Chinese, Interpol raid. Game on. Whoa, Kai's work blew Eagle away. So much so, Eagle practically dragged him to a temple, a poignant visit honoring his late wife, mind you. But amidst the somberness, Eagle showered Kai with praise, even mentioning the elders were dying to meet him. Kai, ever the ambitious one, jumped at the chance. Total trust was the name of the game. And bam, temple visit turns into a VIP investor meeting in Yunli. Double profits? Seriously? Turns out, Eagle's drug syndicate makes the finest stuff in Asia. They're on top, and plan to stay on top with their new creation, ICE, just need a few missing ingredients before world domination. But let me tell you, this wasn't a tea party. Cross Eagle, and your history. Fast forward, another mission in Yunli for Kai. Buckle up, Buttercup, this ride is crazy. He needed ingredients for his new miracle drugs, but the main one? Ridiculously rare. So, Lin Kai gets dragged down to the basement, and bam. There's Zhang, a top-tier Chinese cop, looking like he's aged a decade for every year of his 10-year captivity. Turns out, Eagle's wife died because of Zhang and his partner. The whole story unravels. Years ago, his factory was hit by a SWAT team. His trusted friend, Hang, turned out to be undercover, shooting his wife and associates during a wild escape. Eagle's pregnant wife? Gone. All because of Hang and Zhang. Talk about a seriously nasty grudge. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Eagle, after getting double-crossed and his factory obliterated by Zheng Hao, wasn't about to take it lying down. A high-speed chase ensues, guns blazing, ending in a spectacular car crash, but Eagle escapes and captures Zheng Hao himself. Fast forward, and Eagle's got a new mission. Find a guy named Hang, possibly the elusive Captain Lianga, and get him to retrieve a super-secret substance called Pendra, the key to freeing Eagle's partner. Lin Kai, still a bit skeptical, but intrigued by the whole high position thing, agrees to this crazy mission. That night, under the cloak of darkness, Lin Kai is smuggled across the border with Chingu, What could possibly go wrong? So, our buddy Lin Kai, right? He's tailing Yoon Lee, trying to pump her for info on the Eagle Syndicate, classic spy stuff. He's all, so, Yoon Lee, what's your deal with these feathered fiends? And get this, she bursts into tears. Talk about a touching interrogation technique. The next day, Captain Le Jiangguo and his crew, total busybodies, are watching from afar. The Eagle's car pulls up, Lin Kai hops out, bam. He needs Wong Bu's help finding some guy called Hong Song. And the captain's jaw drops, because Lin Kai practically shouts that the Eagle Syndicate wants Hong Song immediately. Wong Bu's like, never heard of him. But Lin Kai's all, just whisper it around the police force. 10-year-old cold case, let's crack it. 10 years of regret. Captain Lianga, haunted by the past, is rocked to his core. His long-lost partner, Zunai, is alive. The news sends him sprinting to the commissioner, who, bless his cotton socks, fast-tracks the mission. Caution, PA-50. Full support is the order of the day. Meanwhile, Wong Bu, all smooth operator, meets Lin Kai. The wait is over. Hongs is found, a meeting arranged, but, bam, Qing Jiyu recognizes Lianga. Oh, the cat's out of the bag, a frantic call to Eagle Syndicate, and suddenly, Liang Yuo's a very wanted man. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Eagle, our feathered friend, gets a shock, a massive shock, when he realizes he's chatting with his nemesis, Captain Lianga, aka, Hang. Eagle's voice cracks with recognition. Hang's got his partner. Eagle's all, hand over Hangzhen, or there'll be feathers flying. He demands a showdown, a face-off, a glorious reunion of epic proportions. But twist, Eagle already knows Lin Kai is a cop. Suddenly, Liang Yuo's eyes lock onto Lin Kai, grabs Qing Shu's gun, and bam. A shot rings out. Lin Kai is tumbling from the second floor, but wait. It was a mercy shot. Liang Yuo is quickly disarmed, hauled away, blindfolded, and carted off like a naughty schoolboy. Lin Kai, meanwhile, is surrounded by worried onlookers, but he's fine, a pro, that one. The whole thing's a whirlwind of betrayal, gunfire, and surprisingly merciful justice. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Tracked by the Chinese police, until poof, the signal vanishes. We flash back to Qing Shu, a kid hiding under her house while her parents are brutally murdered by Eagle's goons. Captain Li Jianguo, right there, sees everything and says nothing. A silent guardian angel. Cut to the present, Captain Li storms Eagle's creepy, remote headquarters. Eagle's up on the roof, praying to his wife's ashes. Meanwhile, Lin Kai is tailing him on a motorbike, loyal to the bitter end. Then, bam, Captain Li's upstairs, face to face with Eagle, the old enemy. No pleasantries, straight to the point. Where's Zhou? And just like that, Zing is brought in. Whoa, Liang Yuo's jaw hit the floor, his old pal Zinga was still alive. Tears flowed like a river, mirrored by Zinga's own emotional tsunami. Meanwhile, Eagle, gazing soulfully at his wife's ashes, declared vengeance complete. Peace at last for her, he boomed. Then, bam, Russian roulette time. One bullet, a spin, a gamble with death itself. He hands the gun to Zinga, orders him to execute Lianga, survive 4 spins, and they're free. Zinga, loyal to the bone, refuses. He tries to shoot himself. But Eagle's goons tackled him. Enraged, Eagle shoots Lianga himself. Ultimatum, Zinga shoots Lianga or they both die. Zinga's trembling, aiming. Lianga bracing for the big one, but wait. Suddenly, a GPS jamming tower. Wham! Boom! Lin Kai explodes onto the scene, missile launching, tower crumbling. Le Jiangguo and Zunga, seizing their chance, take down Eagle's men. Zunga, proving years of captivity haven't dulled his skills one bit. Meanwhile, the Chinese police are throwing a party. Captain Li Jianguo signals back. Lin Kai is a whirlwind, taking out more bad guys while Le Jiangguo wings Eagle, a leg shot, quick retreat, Zunga safely tucked away. A furious firefight erupts, everyone diving for cover. Eagle scrambling, ordering Chingu to whisk his wife's ashes to safety. His whole army's on the move. Lin Kai joins the fray, the townsfolk slam their doors, and Le Jiangguo and Zunga, they're ducking for cover, but not before delivering some serious payback. Hold on to your hats, folks. Our hero's dodging bullets like a caffeinated ninja behind a car. Then, bam, Lin Kai's there, backup arriving just in the nick of time. Eagle, focused like a laser beam, mows down his foes while Lin Kai provides expert rearguard support. Reinforcements? Check. Suddenly, it's a bullet fest. Our hero makes a daring escape in a car, talk about a getaway. The battle rages, a chaotic ballet of gunfire in the narrow streets. Lin Kai reunites with his captain, and together they clear out Eagle's goons. A wild car chase ensues, gunfire and adrenaline pumping. They jump in a car, only to get T-boned. But they're not done yet. After a quick push start, Lin Kai is blasting away while pushing his own car. Then wham, Eagle rams them again, launching them forward. Lin Kai, ever the cool customer, grabs his motorcycle and it's a high-speed chase through the neighborhood. Hold on to your hats, folks. Lin Kai is a one-man demolition derby. He's popping shots, leaping across rooftops, and somehow still finds time to puncture a gas line. A rooftop standoff? Nah, he just bounces through a bullet shower. He spots his captain's ride, throws his bike onto a trash heap, like it's nothing, and joins the chase, blowing up Eagle's convoy left and right. He even leaps onto Eagle's car, taking out goons like a boss, until bam, he gets tossed. But this guy's a cockroach. He hides under the car. Eagle's about to finish him off, but Captain Liang Yuo's a legend. He rams Eagle's car, jumps out, and shouts, Lin Kai, grab Zunga and get out. It's an order. Talk about a dramatic rescue. Kai, the reluctant hero, glanced back, his captain, a lone wolf against a pack of wolves. Elite Chinese forces, they'd swarmed the place. Even while escaping, Kai was dodging Eagle's men, but he busted through their defenses like a caffeinated rhino. Meanwhile, Captain Le Jiangguo, mauled but magnificent, dueled with the equally battered Eagle. A rifle lay between them, the ultimate prize in this deathmatch, but Eagle snagged it first, blasting the captain. Furious curses. Then bam! Qing Shu bursts in, gun blazing, ordering Eagle to stand down. But Eagle, stubborn as a mule, again shoots the captain. Qing Shu fires back, but gets hit. The twist, Eagle sees his wife's ashes drifting down, a poignant moment amidst the chaos. He reaches for them, but wait. Captain Le Jiangguo's still breathing. Bam! Eagle was instantly dispatched. Qinggu, witnessing it all, flashed back to Captain Liang Guo, the hero who'd saved her life. That face, forever etched in her memory, but sadly, Qinggu's own story ended there. Captain Liang Guo, wounds too deep, breathed his last, no regrets. Meanwhile, Lin Kai, speeding across the border with a barely alive Zunga, phew. He urged Zunga to hang on, home was waiting. Flare, boom, elite forces, alerted, closed in. Bullets flying, Lin Kai, fearless as a lion, gunned that car towards the river, a daring escape. A brief, dramatic leg entanglement later, he's free. And just in the nick of time, as the soldiers advance, the scene ends with Eagle's, well, let's just say, Eagle's story is definitively over. The remaining goons scampered faster than a greased piglet. That day, the Eagle's drug empire went poof. Lin Kai and Zunga, scooped up and whisked away to a speedboat like two VIPs escaping a rave. Eagle's downfall, front page news. The Asian drug kingpin was toast. Wong Bu and his cronies, busted for abusing their power, what a surprise. Captain Zhang's funeral, a sea of sad faces, saluting a hero who gave it all. Lin Kai, heartbroken but promoted. He's carrying the torch, inheriting his captain's legend. Tears? Absolutely. Their captain died for them. Lin Kai, he's vowed to never back down. The moral of the story? Fake it till you make it. Sometimes works, even against a drug lord.